It's mailbag time here on Giants Now by Chat Sports. If we did not get to your question today, it's your own dang fault. And you have an opportunity to change it right now. Do so by hitting that subscribe button, because we only answer questions from subs. Shout out to the real ones. And turn on your notifications. That way, when we go live next Monday at around 5 p.m. Eastern time, you can be there to join us. So do that. And let me know, what position battle are you most excited about? We'll be talking about some training camp stuff and position battles as well. What position battle are you most excited about? Is it for the backup quarterback job, the CB2 job, the interior interior defensive line battle next to Dexter Lawrence? Give me a position battle you are excited about. Elise, first question. What's your prediction for the New York Giants? I assume you're talking about record. I've got the Giants record at 7-10 right now, and that could go to 6-11. That could go to 8-9. I think 7. Look, the odds makers out west, Las Vegas has their win total at 6.5. I think they're right on the money with that. Dubs 14. How much yards for Darius Slayton? Well, I'll just pull up what he did the last couple of years. 770, 724. Can we get another year where Darius Slayton has more than 700 receiving yards? I think Neighbors is going to hopefully double him up in targets this year, or close to that. Darius Slayton last year had 79 targets. If he has 140, Malik Neighbors, he would be top 5 all time in rookie targets. If Slayton gets another 79 targets, I want Neighbors to be at 140. Give me 700 yards for Darius Slayton. Gavin Powell, what's up, man? First of all, you like my new profile pic? Awesome. Anyway, how much to sign Simmons? I'd say anywhere from $8 to $12 million. Could get that done. Justin Simmons, the safety free agent. He's been a Pro Bowler. I think he's also been an all-pro player at one point. Comes from the Denver Broncos. According to the odds makers out west, Las Vegas have the Giants as the number 1 free agency destination for Justin Simmons. I think anywhere from $8 to $12 million a year for 1 year could get that done for him to come play for Big Blue. Ryan Liskowitz, who won't live up to the hype this season? One, I hate answering a question like this because I'm pretty much having to say who I think is going to not be good this year for the Giants. But with everything factored in, right, with the bad offensive line, with the Giants not having a good run game last year, I don't just expect Devin Singletary to come in here and be great when Saquon Barkley couldn't be great. So if I had to choose anybody that won't live up to the hype, it would be Devin Singletary. And one, I don't even know what hype he has. But this is more so because I don't believe in the Giants' process of how they've built a run game, more so than the player of Devin Singletary. And if I had to give you someone on defense, does Kayvon Thibodeau get 11.5 sacks again? I hope so. We need him to. Need him to take that step. The film and the numbers tell you that some of those sacks were outliers. I want him to be a full-time game wrecker, not a game wrecker for 2 or 3 plays. Needs to be more locked in this year. Des Powell, what's up, man? What are some free agent signings or trades you expect or want to see improve this roster? The Giants could go out right now and make 2 moves and be a better football team tomorrow than you were today. Go out and sign Connor Williams, one of the best left guards in the NFL. He could play center. You could play him at left guard. You could play Jermaine Illuminor at right tackle, and you don't have to depend on Evan Neal. Your team's immediately better. Also, Stephon Gilmore. I know some people are saying it costs $10 million to sign Stephon Gilmore. You know why? Because he's a damn good football player, and he plays a primary position, a position of need. Go out and you sign Stephon Gilmore. You go out and you sign Connor Williams, and you're a better football team overnight because you added a legit corner and you added another professional offensive lineman. 2 position groups that you don't have top-end talent at, and there's top-end talent available at those positions. Go get it done. Joey DeLuca. Marsh, do you think it's breakout season for Hyatt? It's about time. Like, this isn't the NBA where you get 3-4 years. Like, in the NFL, if you're a top 3 round pick and you weren't good your rookie year, and I'm not saying Hyatt wasn't good. There were reasons he wasn't good, though. And you weren't good your second year. You're entering year 3 on, like, the last legs. This question is dependent on Daniel Jones. He can't throw the ball to himself. He can't block for Daniel Jones. He plays a dependent position. I think he will have better numbers, and I think he will be better because I think he's a good football player. But that team last year, when you get sacked 85 times and your quarterback can't throw the deep ball, you're not going to be very good if you're a deep threat, huh? Gilly, what happens if Neal doesn't participate in all of most of training camp? What happens if I'm the coach or if Joe Schoen and Brian Dable are calling the shots? I would already be trying someone else at right tackle. And his name's Jermaine Illuminor. Because the reason you signed him is for what he did at right tackle with the Las Vegas Raiders. I will digress. What happens? I think the Giants start to actually look in the mirror and say, what are we going to do to prepare for this season? Right? If he's not ready to go in training camp, you got to try someone else there. Josh Azudu has been the guy practicing at right tackle with Evan Neal not going. So I guess Joshua Azudu is the answer to that. I'm sure we all want to hear that. If you're ready for the season, hit that thumbs up icon for me. I'm ready. Hard Knocks, it's getting me juiced up. It's been awesome so far. Getting that inside access of the offseason has been a lot of fun. Has me ready for Sundays. If you're ready, like the video. AJ Chaka, what's up, man? What kind of offensive layout will the team have this season, i.e. scheme, play style? I think it's going to be very similar to what they did their first year here, AJ, where they make it extremely easy on Daniel Jones. Like, now they have a receiver who's dynamic, so I could see some more quick game. Maybe they take some more shots down the field, trying to get the ball in Malik Neighbors' hands any way possible. But I don't expect some radical change in gameplay and offensive strategy and scheme, right? Like, you didn't add personnel outside of Neighbors to change your offense. You still got Daniel Jones. You still have a right tackle you can't count on. You now actually take a step back in tight end compared to Darren Waller. Grind it out. Low A-dot. A lot of play action. A lot of rollouts. A lot of QB runs. A lot of dink and dunk. And trying to get yourself in third and manageable a lot. That's what I expect out of the Giants this year. Shane Tompkins, you mentioned D-line depth about Casey Rogers or Boogie Basham. The reason I didn't mention Casey Rogers as defensive line depth for the Giants is, one, because he's an undrafted free agent, and he may not make the 53-man roster for the Giants. If he does, I apologize, but I don't think it's fair to include UDFAs in long-term plans of a football team until they've proven that on a football field on Sundays. And for Boogie Basham, there's a reason that he was traded for a 7th-round pick from Buffalo. A lot of potential. This hasn't been put together. Casey Rogers and Boogie Basham are not the answers for the New York Giants. Throwing Shay, what's up, man? On a scale of 1 to 10, just how difficult is the Giants' schedule this year? Well, they have the 6th hardest schedule in the NFL. So I'd say that's close to a 10, maybe an 8. Maybe an 8 there. Got to play the Cowboys twice. Got to play the Eagles. Then you got to go play the AFC North. Steelers are good. Bengals are good. Ravens are good. Browns are good. You got to play the NFC South this year. Falcons got better. Panthers got better. That should be a win, though. Saints are always going to be a grimy team to play. And the Bucs are coming off a playoff win. Giants have a hard schedule this year. That's the NFC East, and that's what happens when you're the 3rd or 4th best team in a division. Rashad, what's up, man? What's your take on Joe Schoen based on Hard Knocks? I don't have any problems. And this video was filmed prior to episode 2, so kind of a disclaimer there. Episode 1, I like what he said. We have needs as pass rusher, CB2, offensive line, and offensive playmaker. We don't, we have a need at running back, but the need for the running back is not that. I like how he's putting pressure on Daniel Jones. I think he knows that this is it for Daniel Jones. This is his last chance. You don't pay a running back $12 million. You don't pay a quarterback $40 million and hand it off to a $12 million running back. That stuck with me. I don't have any problems with anything he did in episode 1. I liked what he did. Ian, is it still a high possibility for the Giants to sign a QB? a cornerback? Yeah, it's a high possibility. They got $13 million in cap space, and they can create another $14 million if they restructure Andrew Thomas. That's $27 million. There's no reason not to go out and sign a player that can help this team right now at a position of need. Like, is this what we're going into the season with? Who's guarding Devontae Smith when Deonte Banks guards A.J. Brown? Who? Cordell Flott? Nick McLeod? Look, I don't mean to be disrespectful to these men, but there's been nothing shown in 2 years that Cordell Flott could be a starting outside corner. Trey Hawkins got benched after 2 games because he was unplayable. Nick McLeod has signed 3 straight 1-year contracts for a reason. Hardest position on defense is corner, because you got to guard the best and most skilled players on offense. And you only got one guy in Deonte Banks, and let's be honest, he wasn't that great his rookie year. He looked like a rookie, had some good moments, had some not so good moments. You got to add more talent there, man. Go get Stephon Gilmore. It's just frustrating. Just frustrating. I'll ask you again, what position battle are you most excited about? We'll end the mailbag here. What position battle are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments section.